You know, I was reading just the other day in Genesis chapter 39, particularly the Message Bible. The Bible says about the story of Joseph and the Egyptian master. And it says something so amazing to me. It says that after the Egyptian master put all of his personal affairs in the hands of Joseph, hear this, from that moment on, God blessed everything in that Egyptian's house because of Joseph's sake. Now, seemingly the Egyptian master is the one who what we would call had a great come up, because everything changed for the better. But to those other viewers, those citizens of that community in Egypt, I'm sure they looked as though Joseph was being played. Joseph had more responsibility. Joseph now had an obligation of someone else's affairs with no increased pay. But I've discovered something. The Bible says from that moment on. And so God deals with moments. And I'm committed to helping you discern such moments. Now, in retrospect, we look at this and we come to understand this is what Joseph was having and what we call a becoming moment. And oftentimes, becoming moment comes with more responsibilities. Sometimes it comes with more delegation being put in your hand. But God is doing something in you. God is granting you access. And see, I can remember in my banking journey when I was put in the officers training program, a senior lender gave me some responsibilities called in-house evaluations. So whenever we would get ready to do a loan, we had to first find out the value of a particular property that's being used in that transaction. Well, when you do an in-house evaluation, you got to find what is called comparables or comps. Things within a 5-mile radius in recent time that's been sold to help find what is called a value. Now, throughout this process, I wasn't getting paid anymore for doing this, but it was seemingly more obligation, more responsibility. But it was a becoming moment because God allowed me to find out that there's always 3 values. There's the assessed value, there is the market value, and then there is the true value. Well, you say, how did that become your becoming moment? Later on in life, I began to understand that one of those values plays to the benefit of the seller when you're wanting to sell something in a real estate transaction. But then when you're wanting to purchase something in a real estate transaction, the other value plays to your favor. Had I not been given this responsibility, I would have missed my becoming moment. And this insight and this wisdom has afforded me many, many blessings in the form of real estate transactions. It has blessed my life. As someone else, you've been given more responsibility. It seems like more obligation. Things have been delegated to you, seemingly with no new pay. But there's something that's happening. 1, you're gaining access to new information. Number 2, you're gaining access to new individuals. And whenever God gives you new information with new individuals, He's exposing you in a becoming moment. Look at what happened to Joseph's life because of the blessing he was able to provide to that Egyptian. I am here to help you optimize so that you can maximize your greatest potential through these becoming moments.